Hello and good morning. This is Living World of Darkness, Changeling Venue, and today we have a scene between several changelings who have been worried so much about their friend arriving at the surf shack to give them a piece of his mind. Their minds. Collective minds.
But I like my mind in one piece.
Well, we'll just throw it at him and then retrieve it.
Yeah, sure. So 3 of them are, I suppose, together. Why not? Make it easy. Is the place actually open, or is he just? I mean, is the business itself open?
The business is closed.
Well, check and see if the door's open because we don't know.
The door is actually locked, but you can see him sitting inside, in front of a laptop.
Yeah, Shea like bangs on the door, just screams, open the door, you gorgeous little shit! You have answering to do.
Jesus. Yeah, Misha just looks at her almost aghast, like, really? That's how we're doing this?
She's been through a lot, Shea.
I have trouble getting hold of my emotions, okay?
Kai gets up, opens the door, and this death glare is Shea like.
What the Okay, I'm getting too angry. You guys take over. I'm sorry, I want to get too angry. You two, take over, please.
Misha just starts glaring at Shea now.
Maxine gives him a hug. You're alive! Look, guys, he's alive! Be hugged. Be hugged by the bunny.
Ugh. Barely. Come in. And just steps out of the way.
Maxine trips. That's what happens when somebody moves and you're hugging them.
Oh, no. Like, he will just, like, grab a hold Maxine so she wouldn't trip while he's moving.
Aw.
That's so precious.
You guys want anything to drink?
She'll walk in. And before she says anything, yeah, she'll hug him.
She's gonna do what? I'm sorry?
She'll hug him.
Oh, okay. Then he's gonna be like, pat on the back.
Yeah, I want something to drink. Something strong. Give me something strong. Please.
Well, the bar's over there. You can pick in whatever you want. We're closed.
Oh, shit!
That means today is self-service day.
Misha walks in with the others. She does not hug. She simply kind of walks in quietly, and she's kind of just staring at Kai.
He will return to stare.
She's not going to back down, but yet she's not going to turn into stare down either. It's just more like, I'm waiting for you to say something is kind of the feel you get.
Good to see you make that made it out alive.
Yeah, I let you know that I made it out alive. So did Felix. And don't get me wrong, I realized that you helped us a lot. But we had no idea if you were alive or dead for the last week and a half.
I almost. I almost was. For a minute.
We hid. We hid and we laid little traps, and I used all kinds of chemical things to hide our scent. Because there was a fucking dog in there that was sniffing around and was so close to finding us in this little hardware store that we found. We almost got arrested.
And he just like points to the bar and then motions her to follow her. And he just like gets back to the table he was sitting at.
She doesn't get anything to drink. She follows him.
Yeah, he sits back in front of his like laptop and just slides it away. So it like won't catch his attention.
Luckily, this character does not have curiosity.
Mine does.
Well, that would his laptop interest you?
Well, if he's trying to slide it away from us.
He's not trying to slide away from you guys. He's trying to slide it away from himself just a little bit. So like catches attention while he's talking.
Yeah, Shay's checking out the drinks. Probably makes herself if he has champagne and absinthe, she'll make herself a death in the afternoon.
He probably wouldn't have champagne. I think you can find a bottle of absinthe somewhere.
So yeah, she'll look and she'll just like drink some more, take the absinthe.
So can you please tell me why you made me worry about you for almost 2 weeks?
Sent messages, dude.
I mean, I'm glad you're alive, but why did you do that?
Because in all honesty, I really didn't feel like talking for the first couple of days. And for the other couple of days, I was busy packing.
Packing?
I wasn't aware that packing or doing nothing meant you couldn't send back a quick text saying, I'm alive and I want some time.
Why are you packing?
I was packing.
Okay, why were you packing?
Because I was going to leave.
But you decided to stay. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you stayed, but what happened?
And that's when something clicks in Misha's head. And she's like, what about Steve? What happened to Steve?
I'm sorry he couldn't make it. You'll understand why. And then he gets up and opens up that little door that leads to the garage. So you can take a look inside.
Yeah, Misha will sort of stalk over there.
You'll see that his bike is completely trashed. And now lying in little pieces inside his garage. It's like, it looks like a kind of wreck that when you see it and you hear about someone surviving that crash, you'll be surprised how the hell it happened. It's all like bent on all the weird angles and shit.
I'm sorry about your bike. And I mean, I'm sorry about Steve too. I mean, he was kind of a dick, but he wasn't like the worst kind of dick I've met. I'll tell Felix about that part.
And I'll give this to Maxine for free. If So what department was Maxine was in?
Maxine is a parole officer.
Parole officer. Has she done like any traffic work before becoming a parole officer?
No, she transferred from Bickawaki, whatever, Minnesota. Parole.
Okay, you know what? Just because she's a police officer, she's probably
Okay.
seen this before. I'm gonna give it to her.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's seen pictures like this before. This seems like a very, very, very high speed crash. Like aftermath of a very high speed crash.
Maxine looks at the crash and looks at Kai. Back at the crash. Back at Kai. Squints at Kai. Looks back at the crash.
Yeah, like Maxine totally knows this. People don't usually walk away from those kind of crashes.
Those are your original
not-
legs there.
Not in the situation, not in the pristine situation Kai is in right now.
Well, I'm glad you're in better shape than your bike. That's yeah.
Sorry.
What did she say?
I'm glad you're in better shape than your bike, she says.
Thanks. I'm gonna miss that thing, of course.
Maybe you could talk to somebody. I mean, Minerva is pretty good with stuff.
Yeah, she's actually already on it. She's the one who pulled it apart like this, so she could fix it.
Oh, I see. So you've talked to Minerva, but you couldn't be bothered to let them know the person who got caught by the hunt that night with you that you're alive.
Well, maybe I would have talked to you too if you tried to break into my house. And I had no
Is that all
choice.
it took? Is that all it took? Because I totally could have.
That's what it took.
Except- Except I would have succeeded.
They broke into here and trapped me inside my own room upstairs, so I had nowhere to go.
Wait, they?
Minerva, Karina, and Bella.
Why Bella? Did you even know Bella?
I've met her before, and she was a customer here.
Okay, so note to myself, next time someone goes missing, I'm just going to break into their house and succeed. And there we go. Apparently that's the way these things are supposed to be handled instead of, treating someone with respect.
He shrugs.
Lesson learned. And she's going to turn and walk away back over to the table.
So yeah, that happened.
Dude, she was worried about you. Maybe don't blow that off. Maxine is kind of like anxiously still looking at the mangled car or motorcycle bits. Like, I think she had a reason to be worried about you looking at, well, this.
Yeah, because I'm not sure we can call it a bike anymore.
Debris.
Don't worry. I'm not trying to blow anybody off. I just needed some space because of what happened.
Well, I mean, nobody came out of that evening unscathed. We
Well,
help each other heal.
Let's just say that me almost dying wasn't the worst part of the night.
Was that Steve guy actually dying? right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't know, Steve, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, that was the worst part of my night. I don't know how things can go worse from almost dying, but it did.
Oh, yeah. No, trust me, you can actually die. And from someone that's experienced that, yeah, no, that's bad. Trust me.
Let's go back. And then he starts walking back to the table.
Yeah. And she'll sit next to Misha. Hey. And she'll look at her.
Anybody who knows Misha, and at least two of you know her pretty well. Kai knows her at least a little bit. She almost looks like she's not comfortable. There's something it's like she's not comfortable with feeling like this. This is not something she's used to at all. So there's a real just uncomfortable vibe coming off of her. Like, I feel things that I don't like it.
Can I roll an empathy roll to pick up a little more detail on that?
I mean, I just gave you basically what you would have gotten on the P&E.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I just gave it to you guys for free. I didn't want to make it a big thing since you guys know her pretty well. Like, she's not used to actually caring what happens to someone.
Oh, and since this is a new development for Kai, and I think Shea hasn't seen this yet, Maxine's on Sealy.
I think Shea saw it once.
Yeah, because
you saw like the switch, yeah.
Yeah, because Shea followed Misha. Well, Shea and Misha followed her out when she she pulled the gun.
Super great night. Rabbit's coping with that really well. Oh, also, she's not armed in the which, yeah, Misha would have seen that. That is definitely new to Shea. It would be new to the others because Maxine always has her gun, but currently no.
Yeah, off now. Well, so Shea will notice that, but she'll just sit next to Misha and she'll slowly, that she can take it away if she wants, but she'll slowly go to grab Misha's hand for support, to support her.
She looks uncomfortable with this too, but she'll let you. If you tried to hug her, she would have pulled away, but a hand is not as intrusive.
And she'll look, she'll say, you don't have to hold my hand if you don't want to. I just thought I was trying to help you.
Misha just shrugs.
Should I get you something to drink? I should get you something to drink.
It's up to you.
Hot, warm vodka, right? And she'll smirk.
Only if you're giving it to our rabbit friend.
Wait, what? Maxine was slightly zoning out because, curiosity of how somebody could survive that crash is kind of distracting her.
Hell, you're trying absinthe, and she'll because she was pretty much drinking absinthe from the bowl from now, and she'll just put it in between them.
Between who?
Her and Misha. Between Shea and Misha. Also, hey Maxine, where's your gun?
And she looks and she goes, "Oh, I must have forgot it." Silly me.
And Puka just lied. Are we shocked?
The scandal of it all. She finally like drags her attention away from the debris and like puts her hand on the side of her face as she can't see it and turns to the table, the group at the table. Do you think you're going to be all right? And she looks between like Misha and Kai, like addressing it to both of them. And I mean, the only therapist I know is not somebody I would subject either of you to.
Oh, hell no. Did you finally get a reaction from Misha? He's been sitting there very stony faced the whole time.
Kai just looks confused.
He's very, very rough around the edges. Just, you're better off if he doesn't know that you have emotional vulnerabilities.
Wait, who the fuck is he?
It's Charles. She says, Misha just kind of bursts out staring at Shea.
Why? Why do you... Yeah, that's what I heard you... Thanksgiving! Why?
Wait, is that
Charles,
the rapper guy?
he's a giant dick.
How else am I going to get him to star in my porn?
Wait, what?
What? She's as soon as she brings up her deflection method, she blushes.
Yeah, just like completely caught Kai off guard. She's like, wait, what?
By the way, she looks incredibly uncomfortable. The only reason she would have brought up that is because she's even more uncomfortable discussing what the hell is going on with why she would have invited Charles to Thanksgiving. So, hey there. My son is in the room.
Is that a baby puka in the background?
That's a baby puka.
Baby fox puka. That's what he was for Halloween.
You are going. Oh, you're going to watch him while you do a film.
So, anyways, hi there. What's your baby? Oh, you want an adventure? Okay. He's like 17 months old, so holding him doesn't last very long because he wants to run around.
Of course.
Oh.
So. Anyways, but yeah, Maxine is just like a whole wad of uncomfortable blushing. And you were saying what, I think?
Well, good luck with that, I guess.
With what?
With your movie scene.
Oh. Yes. She like starts fidgeting uncomfortably. I'm sure it'll be quite the popular production.
Sure, I'll get a copy.
Not if he's in it. I would never want to see that man naked.
I was thinking he could be a prop. Maybe serve as lighting. I don't know. He's very shiny when he smiles.
Yeah, he is. Red Cap wannabe.
He thought coolicles had something to do with genitalia, and I'm incredibly upset about that. So
Misha does a double take at that because that's exactly what they've been the entire time that they talked about them.
this is true.
Oh,
But she holds Charles to a different standard. She's offended by everything he says. So.
Look, Kai.
Yeah.
You're not the only one who went through hell that night. Maybe you should get your head out of your ass and realize that other people were worried about you, and some of whose life were in danger as well. I mean, I'm not saying you didn't go through shit, but so did I.
He's gonna give her a look. And in a very, very serious tone of voice, he's gonna ask her, have you spent your entire night till morning killing innocent humans?
Well, no, I'm not typically into that kind of thing.
Well, I did. Right after almost dying.
Why? That doesn't sound like you at all.
Because he just takes a deep breath. So after that crash happened, I was just laying on the road, half dead. And one of those things came at me. But I thought it was going to finish the job. Not that it needed to. If you just left me on the road for another minute, I would be dead anyways. And he gave me a choice. Join them or die. If I knew what was going to happen, would I join them? Hell no. I would rather die. But I did. Not right ahead. It didn't even felt like I was myself anymore. Something just took over. And all that mattered was a hunt. And I've spent my entire night till morning just killing random people we found on the streets.
I didn't hear about any killing sprees like in the paper or anything.
Neither have I. But that's more because I was afraid I was going to see something like that on the papers, so I didn't even look at them. Like I said, I was going to leave. And I even found a person to pass it on. And that he says that last sentence to Misha, specifically like looking at her, knowing full well, knowing full well what that means. like knowing she would know full well what that means.
Yeah, she nods.
Now it's Shay that's starting to look uncomfortable talking about, killing people.
Do you know what
That
borough
show-
this was in?
Probably all of them. OOC. That'd be my guess if you're
Yeah.
gonna answer something.
And he's gonna think it was all around the city. That's just one place.
So was it the break-in that convinced you to stay, or did you decide to stay before that?
I'm sorry, can you say it again, please?
She said, so was it the break-in that convinced you to stay, or was it, did you decide before that?
I'm not exactly sure. Hell, even right now, I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to decide what to do next.
Sorry, give me a second. There.
Maxine is kind of giving him like the stink eye right about now. So you were just going to turn tail and disappear from everybody here who has begun to care about you and how you're doing, where you are, if you're alive, if you survived, all sorts of ifs. And just abandon who you are. She's like stammering with like rising anger. How selfish are you?
Me? Very.
Misha's actually going to look at Maxine a little bit. And she's calmed down just a little bit at this point. And she's going to be like, look, you weren't there that night. I didn't go through all of it that he did, but it was scary as hell being hunted.
But you're still here. You're sticking around.
Yes, but I also didn't end up apparently hunting humans the entire night. I'm the closest that it comes to actually getting what he's talking about here. And I'll be honest, if I had done that, I probably would have considered running too.
Max just shakes her head.
The difference is that I'm unseelie. You're not, Kai.
I'm not.
Everyone expects me to do the wrong thing.
Maxine just shakes her head at that statement.
Know what that's about.
What,
No,
what do you mean the wrong thing?
running away is typically considered the wrong thing. Running away is kind of a coward thing to do. And don't get me wrong, I know where you're coming from because I am a runaway. I have completely run away from my problems before and I refuse to go back to them. But you know what? When I left, I was 12 years old and a lot smaller than that asshole who beat me up.
Well, I've already did something incredibly horrid, so it didn't seem beneath me at that time.
You're scared, or you were scared.
No, I was disgusted with myself.
Okay.
I was disgusted that my life took precedence over all those innocent people.
And you haven't tried to find out who any of them were?
That will be a bit hard to do. And considering I haven't left this place in a week, no.
All right, look, my opinion, if that makes any damn bit of difference to anybody, if there was ever a night that was extenuating circumstances, it was that night. You found yourself in a situation that no one should ever find themselves in. You know. At the same time, you weren't entirely alone. There were other people who were there at the same time as you. And you actually helped us get away. You presented a bigger target, and so they actually split the hunt. If we'd had the entire hunt after all of us, after Felix and I, it's really, I'm not sure we would have gotten away. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, for one thing, I'm guessing maybe you, and she looks at Maxine, maybe you can double check and see if there's any records of any kind of spree that night?
Yeah, I'll look.
But right now, I'm pretty sure there isn't, or it would have hit the news, right?
They would have checked my guys at least.
So, yeah, you screwed up. Running away isn't going to fix it. And hiding from people who actually just want to know that you're alive also didn't fix it. And that includes like one of the few people who even gets part of what you dealt with. But you have free will. If you don't want to connect with people, then don't. I suppose that's your problem. And she will turn and look at the wall. Or if there's a window, out the window.
He's just gonna lean back on his chair. And he's gonna say, talking to you meant I was going to have to talk about this and what happened. And I wasn't ready for it back then. I seriously wasn't.
It didn't have to mean that. Just a quick, I'm alive. Thank you for checking on me. I need some alone time. I wasn't going to come over and butt in. Unlike apparently other people did.
It wasn't about what you were going to do. It was about, I was so uncomfortable about talking about all this.
But you didn't need to talk about.
Back then, I seriously didn't. It was... For the first few days, I knew talking about this was just going to make things worse.
I know when you've done something like that, you don't want to talk about it. Believe me.
You're in good company when it comes to people who've done things that they aren't exactly proud of. Maybe shutting us out isn't the best way to move forward.
I mean, like I said, I didn't mean to shut anybody off. I just... I don't know, I was in a really bad place mentally.
So was I. My night got worse. But you wouldn't have known that. I barely got away from those assholes. I ended up getting drawn into some weird thing involving a cross and an anime thing,
Yeah.
and I don't even get it. But I watched some person die because somebody burned a cross.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. You had a shitty night. I had a shitty night. Other people can explain whatever the hell it is that I saw better than I can.
Some inanimate girl thought she was going to go back to the dreaming, but it sounded like she was going to go there with Gold Iron, and so she had to be stopped. And Edessa, I'm not too sure. She was connected to a cross that were there, and so burning the cross killed her. And now the World Hunt is pissed, and they'll be hunting us next. They'll be looking.
Yeah. Yeah, they showed up again. Like, one of them just kind of ran in there, and I knew who it was instantly. It was one of the people we saw. I mean, they already had my scent. Now they have my face. And I didn't even do anything. I was just there.
So they're gonna hunt everybody who was there.
I don't know. Maybe they might. I mean, on an OC level, I'm not sure if we know that if we know that they're going to hunt us again, because I don't think he like made one of those threats or anything.
I don't know. I think didn't he threaten like I'll see you next Selene or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
I think he
I
did.
think she said.
Okay.
Because we had to put in our blue books that
Oh.
the Wild Hunt will remember us.
Oh yeah. I mean, I put that in my blue book, but that doesn't mean I know that. You know, that's why I was.
Yeah, no, but I think he did say, like, we'll be looking out for you next Halloween. So, yeah.
And what makes you think I can get away from it again, Kai?
Hey, this time we know they're coming.
I'd say everyone that was there should gather on Samhain next year.
Or we can just hide.
I mean, yeah, but should we hide together in the same? I mean, yeah. If they find us, we might as well be together. And there isn't anything that's going to stop me from protecting you.
Same back at Shea.
She'll smile. Oh hell! After I left prison, after I left my prison, I swore to myself that I wouldn't have any more chick flick moments, and here I am. I jumped a smirk.
I think I'm gonna go for a walk. And she'll stand up and sort of slightly glance around to each of the people there. Not really meeting eyes, but at least acknowledging. And she's going to start heading for the door that leads out to the beach.
You want company?
Not very talkative.
Don't have to talk.
You guys come if you want. I just don't feel like talking.
I don't feel like talking either, to be honest.
Misha will sort of shrug. If anyone wants to come, they can. She's not going to stop them. But yeah, she'll pretty much head out the door. And if you can look, if there's any windows that direction, you can see she's just sort of meandering down that way. She's not like running or anything.
Max looks at Kai. You coming?
Oops.
I believe it's better that I should stay here for now.
She puts her elbows on the table and looks him in the eye as best as she can. Look, there's a lot of ugly things, and running away from them, it may seem like a foolproof plan. Absolutely nothing can go wrong, right? But running away is always best if it's with friends. At least then you can find your way back.
Oh, I'm here on that. Ben's gonna give like a very tired smile.
Just. And she, did Shea follow Misha
No,
out
she-
already?
Not yet. She'll follow you after, but she wants to say something. Before.
Oh. She, okay. Well, Max, like, speaks very softly. Look, just don't make yourself your own worst enemy. And if you're already there, don't give your enemy the advantage to take you out. And she, like, gives him, like, a one-armed hug. But seriously, it's good that you're here. And then she stands up and heads out to go join Misha for a walk.
Yeah, Shea will go to Kai. Listen, I've done something bad that I hate talking about, and that, well, I'm pretty sure you're the only one in town that hasn't heard about it. I killed someone that I considered a friend. I know what it's like to feel like you're your own worst enemy, like you feel like you don't deserve anything, not even life. But I'm here, and she'll start crying. My friends were there for me. They found a reason. They found a way to love me when I couldn't love myself. So look to your friends, all right?
Yeah. Thanks.
And she'll give him a last hug.
He'll go
And then-
hug back.
She'll wipe her tears and she'll try and catch up to Misha and next scene.
Yeah. As they leave, Kai is going to go and grab another beer for himself and sit back down in front of his computer, his laptop, and just so he has something to do, he just keeps looking for bicycle parts, motorbike parts online. And if we're all okay with that, I think we can end the scene.
Yes. So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.